The year is 2025, a year that stands as a testament to human resilience and innovation. The world economy is at a crossroads, teetering between recovery and uncertainty. Global trade routes are bustling, and stock exchanges are a hive of activity, reflecting the complex interplay of market forces. We are witnessing a period of significant transformation. Construction projects are reshaping skylines, and technological advancements are pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Global growth is projected to be moderate, with economists meticulously analyzing data to forecast the future. Their projections are a blend of cautious optimism and realistic assessments. There are both opportunities and challenges on the horizon. Diverse professionals and industry icons are coming together, brainstorming solutions to navigate this complex landscape. Understanding the forces at play is crucial for investors, policymakers, and individuals alike. Financial analysts are deep in review, and policymakers are in heated discussions, all striving to make informed decisions. The global economy is still grappling with the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic. Empty streets and masked healthcare workers are stark reminders of the recent past and the ongoing challenges. Supply chain disruptions and geopolitical tensions have added to the uncertainty. Cargo ships are delayed, and protests are erupting, highlighting the fragile state of global stability. Inflation remains a concern in many parts of the world. Rising prices in supermarkets and long lines at gas stations are everyday realities for many. Central banks are carefully calibrating monetary policy, walking a tightrope to balance economic growth and inflation control. They aim to control inflation without derailing economic growth. Press conferences and financial charts reveal the delicate balancing act they perform. The economic landscape is uneven. Affluent areas contrast sharply with struggling regions, painting a picture of disparity. Advanced economies are expected to experience slower growth. Their skylines may be impressive, but aging infrastructure poses significant challenges. Emerging markets, on the other hand, are projected to grow at a faster pace. Bustling markets and new urban developments signal a dynamic shift. This divergence presents both risks and opportunities. Financial analysts are constantly evaluating these to guide strategic decisions. It highlights the interconnected nature of the global economy. Network lines and trade summits underscore the importance of international cooperation. Understanding the key trends and potential risks is paramount. Key economic indicators and expert discussions provide insights into the future. This will allow us to navigate the economic landscape of 2025 and beyond. Strategic planning and global summits are essential as we chart a course for the future. The International Monetary Fund, often referred to as the IMF, and the World Bank, are two of the most influential financial institutions in the world. They provide valuable insights into the global economy. Their projections offer a glimpse into the future of the global economy, helping policymakers, businesses, and investors make informed decisions. These institutions use sophisticated models and data analysis to forecast economic trends. They employ a range of techniques, from econometric models to machine learning algorithms, to analyze vast amounts of data. They consider various factors, including global trade, investment flows, and government policies. These elements are crucial in understanding the complex dynamics of the global economy. While projections are not guarantees, they offer a useful benchmark for understanding potential future scenarios. They help in setting expectations and preparing for possible economic shifts. According to the IMF, global GDP is projected to grow at around 3.5% in 2025. This projection is based on current trends and assumes no major economic disruptions. This represents a slight slowdown from previous years, reflecting various challenges such as trade tensions, geopolitical uncertainties, and potential financial market volatility. Advanced economies, including the United States, Europe, and Japan, are expected to grow at a more modest pace. These economies face structural issues such as aging populations and slower productivity growth. The U.S. economy, for example, is projected to grow at around 2%. This growth rate reflects a mature economy with stable but slower expansion. Europe is expected to grow at an even slower pace, around 1.5%. Factors such as Brexit, demographic challenges, and economic reforms play a role in this projection. Emerging markets and developing economies present a more optimistic picture. These regions are characterized by younger populations, rapid urbanization, and increasing integration into the global economy. They are expected to drive global growth in 2025, contributing significantly to the overall economic expansion. India is projected to be the fastest-growing major economy. Its GDP is expected to expand by around 7%, driven by strong domestic demand, economic reforms, and a young workforce. This rapid growth is supported by ongoing infrastructure development, technological advancements, and a burgeoning middle class. China's growth is projected to moderate to around 5%. While still robust, this reflects a shift towards a more sustainable growth model, focusing on quality over quantity. Other emerging markets, such as Brazil and Indonesia, are also expected to contribute to global growth. These countries are leveraging their natural resources, strategic locations, and growing consumer markets. These projections highlight the shifting economic landscape, where emerging markets play an increasingly important role. It suggests a move towards a more multipolar world, where economic power is distributed across multiple regions, rather than dominated by a few. Understanding these trends is essential for businesses and investors. It allows them to navigate the complexities of the global economy and make strategic decisions. By identifying growth opportunities in different regions, they can optimize their investments and operations, ensuring long-term success in a dynamic economic environment. The United States, the world's largest economy, faces its own set of challenges and opportunities. Inflation has been a persistent concern. The Federal Reserve has been raising interest rates to combat this. The goal is to achieve a soft landing. This means bringing inflation under control without causing a recession. The labor market remains strong with low unemployment rates. Consumer spending, a key driver of the U.S. economy, has remained resilient. However, rising interest rates and inflation are starting to have an impact. The housing market, for example, has cooled down. Businesses are facing higher borrowing costs. The outlook for the U.S. economy is uncertain. Some economists believe that a recession is likely in 2025. Others are more optimistic, pointing to the strong labor market and resilient consumer spending. The Federal Reserve's ability to manage inflation and interest rates will be crucial for the U.S. economy in 2025. Section 4: Europe's Economic Outlook, Challenges and Opportunities. Europe faces a more challenging economic environment. The ongoing war in Ukraine has had a profound impact. It has disrupted energy supplies, fueled inflation, and created geopolitical uncertainty. The Eurozone economy is projected to grow at a sluggish pace in 2025. Germany, Europe's largest economy, is particularly vulnerable. Its heavy reliance on Russian energy has posed significant challenges. The German government has implemented measures to diversify its energy sources. However, the transition will take time. France, another major economy in the Eurozone, is expected to fare slightly better. Despite the challenges, there are also opportunities for growth in Europe. The European Union is investing heavily in green technologies and digitalization. These investments have the potential to create jobs and boost economic growth in the long term. The EU's Recovery Fund, established in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, is also providing much-needed fiscal stimulus. Section 5: China's Economic Trajectory, Stimulus and Structural Reforms. In this section, we delve into the intricate balance China is trying to achieve between immediate economic stimulus and long-term structural reforms. China, the world's second-largest economy, is at a critical juncture. The nation stands at a crossroads where the decisions made today will shape its economic landscape for decades to come. After decades of rapid growth, the Chinese economy is slowing down. This deceleration is a natural consequence of its maturation, but it also brings with it a host of new challenges that need to be addressed. The government is grappling with a number of challenges. These include not only economic issues, but also social and demographic shifts that could have far-reaching implications. These include a property market bubble, high levels of debt, and an aging population. The property market bubble has led to inflated real estate prices, making it difficult for new buyers to enter the market. The Chinese government has implemented a number of stimulus measures to support the economy. These include infrastructure spending, tax cuts, and easier monetary policy. Infrastructure spending aims to create jobs and stimulate demand, while tax cuts are designed to increase disposable income for consumers and businesses. However, the effectiveness of these measures remains to be seen. While they provide short-term relief, there are concerns about their long-term sustainability and potential side effects. Some analysts argue that China needs to implement more fundamental structural reforms. These reforms would not only address immediate economic issues, but also lay the groundwork for sustainable long-term growth. These reforms would address issues such as overcapacity in certain industries. Overcapacity leads to inefficiencies and wasted resources, which can drag down overall economic performance, and the dominance of state-owned enterprises. Reducing the dominance of these enterprises could foster a more competitive and dynamic market environment. China's economic performance in 2025 will have significant implications for the global economy. The interconnectedness of today's global markets means that changes in China's economy can have far-reaching effects. A sharp slowdown in China would have ripple effects around the world. It could lead to reduced demand for commodities and manufactured goods, affecting economies that rely heavily on exports to China. It could lead to reduced demand for commodities and manufactured goods. This would particularly impact countries that are major suppliers of raw materials and intermediate goods to China. This would impact exporting nations. Countries that depend on exporting goods to China would face economic challenges, potentially leading to job losses and lower economic growth. On the other hand, a successful rebalancing of the Chinese economy towards consumption and innovation could create new opportunities for global businesses. This shift could lead to increased demand for a variety of goods and services, benefiting companies around the world. Moreover, China's focus on innovation could spur technological advancements that have global applications. International collaborations and investments in Chinese tech startups could open new avenues for growth and development. In conclusion, the path China chooses will not only determine its own future but also influence the global economic landscape. The balance between stimulus and structural reforms will be crucial in navigating the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead.